August 13th, 2025, was a night Taylor Swift would never forget. The house was finally silent, a rare kind of silence that settled in only after the most emotionally exhausting days. Taylor sat cross-legged on their king-size bed, still in the cozy jeans and oversized sweater she'd worn to the podcast recording earlier. Her makeup had long ago been washed away, her hair pulled up in a messy bun that made her look years younger. The bedroom glowed softly under the light of their bedside lamps, everything feeling more honest, more real. Travis Kelce walked out of the bathroom, steam trailing behind him, towel in hand as he dried his hair from the longest, hottest shower he'd ever taken. The recording session had left him raw in a way that no physical exhaustion could match. The scalding water had helped, but nothing could quite wash away the vulnerability of sharing so much of their private life with the world. He was wearing only boxers and an old Chiefs t-shirt, the kind of comfort that spoke to how at home they were with each other. Taylor looked up from her phone, scrolling through fan reactions already flooding social media with clips and quotes from the podcast. "That was absolutely insane," she said, her voice equal parts disbelief and awe. "I can't believe we actually did that. 2 hours of our lives just out there for everyone to pick apart." Travis sat down on the edge of the bed, the mattress dipping under his weight. He could smell his body wash on the air, the scent Taylor always associated with home and safety and love. "Jason's never going to let me live down crying about the master recordings thing," he said. "He just texted me asking if I need tissues for our next podcast session." Taylor laughed, put her phone aside, and scooted closer to him. "You were sweet. It meant everything to me that you got emotional about it, too. Most people just see it as business, but you understood what it really meant." "Of course I understood," Travis said, turning to face her completely. "I watched you carry that weight for years. I watched you work yourself to the bone, re-recording everything just so you could own your story. Of course I was going to cry when you finally got it back." They sat together in comfortable silence, both coming down from the adrenaline of the day. The podcast had covered everything: their early relationship, Taylor's music industry battles, their shared hobbies, the quiet details of their life together. Cathartic, yes, but exhausting. "Trav," Taylor said quietly, shifting so she faced him fully. Her voice took on that tone that meant she was about to ask something important. "Can I ask you something about today? Something's been bothering me since we left the studio." "Anything," Travis replied, giving her his full attention in that way that always made her feel like the only person in the world. "When I mentioned—" She trailed off, suddenly nervous, her fingers fidgeting with the edge of her sweater. "When I said our kids during the recording, you got this look on your face, like I'd said something shocking, but not in a bad way. Jason noticed it too. I could tell by the way he went quiet." Travis felt his heart rate pick up, a familiar flutter. He'd been wondering if she'd noticed, if she'd caught the way everything shifted inside him when those two words came so naturally from her lips. "What kind of look?" he asked, but he already knew. Taylor's hands gestured as she searched for words. "Like I just said something you'd been waiting to hear for a really long time. Like relief, but also something bigger. Like recognition, I guess. Like you'd been thinking the same thing, but didn't know I was thinking it too." Travis was silent for a long moment, running his hand through his damp hair, searching for words that wouldn't sound completely insane. He'd been carrying this secret for months, detailed daydreams about their future family that sometimes felt so real he forgot they were only in his mind. "Taylor, can I tell you something that might sound crazy?" he finally said, his voice soft and serious. "Something I've never told anyone, not even Jason, because I wasn't sure if I was being ridiculous." Taylor smiled gently, her nervousness melting. "Travis Kelce, I've been in love with you for 2 years, and I once wrote a song about a cardigan that took on mystical properties. I'm pretty sure nothing you say could sound crazier than some of the things I've felt, or imagined, since we've been together." That made him smile, the kind of smile that made Taylor remember exactly why she'd fallen for him. "Okay," he said, taking her hands, marveling at how perfectly they fit together. "Today, when you said 'our kids' like it was a given, like it was already real in your mind, I felt something I've never felt before, like coming home, but not coming home to a place or even a person, coming home to a future. Like suddenly everything I'd been hoping for but was too scared to believe wasn't just possible, but inevitable." Taylor's eyes filled with tears, but she didn't interrupt. "I've been thinking about our kids for months, Tay. Like, specific kids. Real kids. I kept telling myself I was getting ahead of myself, imagining things like family Christmas, mornings, teaching someone to throw a football, watching you write lullabies. But when you said it today, so casually, like it was already decided," his voice thickened with emotion, "I realized you'd been thinking about them too. Not just someday kids, but our kids. The ones with your eyes and my height, and hopefully your talent and definitely your heart." Taylor was crying now. The kind of tears that come when someone puts words to feelings you didn't even know you were allowed to have. "You want to know what I've been thinking about?" she whispered. Travis nodded. "I think about a little girl who insists on wearing her Chiefs jersey to ballet class because she wants everyone to know her daddy plays football. I think about a boy who writes songs about everything that happens to him, just like his mama, but who also knows every stat on your team." Travis felt his throat tighten. "Those are the exact kids I've been imagining." "Really? Really?" "The ballet jersey girl and the songwriter boy. I think about taking them to games, watching you teach them piano, family road trips, where we pack instruments and footballs and way too many snacks because they inherited your sweet tooth." Taylor laughed through her tears. "And your competitive streak. They're going to want to win at everything." "God, they're going to be intense, aren't they?" Travis grinned. "Your perfectionism plus my drive to win? We're going to have our hands full." "Speaking of hands full," Taylor said with a mischievous gleam, "I should probably tell you that when I said 'our kids' today, I wasn't thinking about just 2 kids. Travis's eyes widened. "How many were you thinking about?" Taylor bit her lip, making Travis's heart race. "There's the ballet girl and the songwriter boy, but also maybe a little one who's too young for either ballet or football, but who just wants to be wherever we are. Someone who falls asleep in your arms during games and thinks my guitar is the most fascinating thing in the world." "3 kids," Travis said softly, trying the words out. "3 kids," Taylor confirmed. "Is that crazy? Are we crazy for planning imaginary children when we haven't even talked about marriage?" Travis was quiet, and Taylor worried she'd revealed too much. But then Travis reached into the nightstand, pulling out a small velvet box. Taylor's breath caught, her hands flying to her mouth in shock. "Actually," Travis said, his voice shaking, "I was hoping we could talk about marriage, specifically us getting married." Taylor stared at the box, then at Travis, then back at the box. "Travis Michael Kelce, is that what I think it is? Are you serious?" "That depends," Travis said, opening the box to reveal a stunning ring, classic yet uniquely Taylor.